Okay, so you can take a seat or lie down, closing the eyes, opening the palms, and taking a few deep breaths. And then resting your awareness to the breath and just welcoming whatever is coming up. Relaxing inside your body and feeling, daring to be the feeling being that you are. And I think that this heart-centered life is nothing but one where you fully experience and where you open your heart to life as it's in front of you and to yourself as you are in relationship to that. And I first of all want to acknowledge today that I don't know how it is to be you, the extent of the struggle that you may feel, or the emotions, or the confusion, or how you uniquely process life. And with everything that I am articulating here, the starting point is always you. And the starting point is always how you uniquely experience life and getting to a place where that is okay. Getting to a place where you and your way of processing life is okay and is enough. And I often think that we try to put our own ways on other people, and it doesn't work. And in some ways, people have actually wanted other people to put their ways on them because they feel lost inside themselves. And I feel that what is possible here and what is happening here is that you profoundly allow yourself to be the entry point, that you allow yourself to be in your uniqueness, that you don't have to process life like I'm processing life. You don't have to get in touch with what I'm getting in touch with. Whatever is happening in this place and in this space is only ever the next thing that's moving, and the next thing that we are becoming aware of, and the next expansion that we're stepping into, or the next thing that we are in front of within ourselves. And it doesn't have to look a certain way. It doesn't have to feel a certain way. And just getting in touch with the freedom that that brings and the power that that brings, that I don't actually have to do X, Y, Z, and then the result of that doesn't have to be this, or that. And this is where we are in this continuum, in this ongoing revelation. And we let go of a destiny or a goal. And in that, actually, something really beautiful is opening up. Because there is a sense of freedom opening up. There is a sense of power opening up in that. And that power actually is that you have got what it takes to live your life. That you and your unique way of experiencing personally in the moment is always just the next momentum, the next opening, the next part of the continuum. And I think the gift and the blessing is that we see that that is what it all is. It is a continuum. Life is flowing, and we don't have to get stuck anywhere. And even if you do get stuck somewhere, then that can be something that is uniquely yours in this moment, and there is no friction around it or judgment around it. It can just simply exist. And I feel that the biggest blessing that you can bring another human being is the blessing to simply exist as they are existing in this moment. And this is actually where everything starts to open and everything can start to shift and everything can expand. So giving yourself today the permission slip to exist uniquely like you are existing, to respond to life uniquely like you are responding to life. and to allow that to be okay, to allow that to be okay if you feel intense or you feel in reactivity, but also to allow that to be okay if you feel profoundly calm and spacious. Because what I also noticed, just opening my eyes a little bit more to different perspectives and opinions, is that there are quite a few people that frowned upon, that came from spirituality, and that then frowned upon people that access freedom or embody love or light or something in the midst of horror, and they judge that. So there are also a lot of opinions on, or they label that bypassing or whatever, right? So there are so many ideas or opinions about what is the right way to go through life and what is not. And in the end of the day, I feel like there is no such thing. I feel that you can give yourself permission to move through life and just feel joy in your heart, even in the midst of collapse, conflict, losing people, all that stuff, right? And of course, keep your heart open. And there's a lot of, there's a lot of energy that is moving through us. And this is not about denying anything, but as much as we can be okay when survival comes up, as much as we can be soft with ourselves when reactivity comes up, we can also allow ourselves to be in an expanded state and not to let different people make that wrong, or to really dare and speak your truth and not be afraid that someone is going to punish you for then having a moment of humanity in it, right? So just keep breathing and relaxing and just keep allowing all that you are to exist in existence. Because maybe in the end of the day, it really is that simple, that all that you are simply exists in existence as it is unfolding now. And in that alignment, there's a lot possible. In that alignment, we are just continuing. We are in a continuum. And the relationship that matters most is your relationship that you have with yourself. I think all of this exploration is deeply personal. I think that when we are stepping through certain thresholds or doorways, we actually can be the only ones stepping through it. And many of us want to take people with us, but we can't. It's a deeply intimate thing. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with God, or your relationship with the transcendent nature of reality, and your relationship with your humanity. It all is deeply personal, and you know yourself best. You know where you are living in an honest way for you. Don't let anybody make you feel like that is wrong or that is naive or that is not enough. It is. It is absolutely enough. Because we didn't come here to all be the same person. We came here in our uniqueness and to dance the dance of life and to dance the dance of creation in our uniqueness. So let's dance, shall we? And let's become aware of how much energy we free up, how much joy is actually possible when we can simply dance the dance that is our lives freely. And when we can say, okay, sometimes survival is coming up, sometimes I believe I'm getting it right, sometimes I believe I'm getting it wrong, but all of that really doesn't matter. I experience and I let go. I experience and I let go, not holding on to anything and just letting the life that you are unwind. And then even if you are holding on to things, just letting that be okay. So not getting stuck anymore in this personal layer of it needing to be a certain way or not needing to be a certain way, and especially staying in your power when you feel like you're experiencing life a little bit differently than most, not to let people drag you down for that, because it can be very strange if there's chaos and overwhelm and people lose their lives and there's war in the world and you are peaceful or you feel genuinely joyous, right? There's a lot of voices in the world. Don't listen to the voices of the world. Listen to the beating of your own heart. Listen to the vibrations in your own cells. Listen to your relationship with yourself, your unique way of honoring the person that you are, staying true to your own expression, living life in your own unique way. And I feel that that is what brings us the fulfillment. Because no matter what we do, we don't get it right, right? We never will get it right for the external, because the external is so many different opinions and so many different people. And so just be true to what feels true to you, and know that what feels true to you today may shift tomorrow, may be different in a year. But if every moment you can, to the best of your abilities, just be in touch with the human that you are, and be in alignment with whatever is coming up at the level of feeling, and honor yourself in the moment, I feel that we are doing a very beautiful job at being alive. And maybe when we are relaxing and noticing life, we can sense that we're always doing a very beautiful part in being alive, because we are all playing the part of being the person that we were created to be. And there's a lot of freedom in that. And also to recognize that you living in a joyful, loving, and vibrant way isn't saying okay to abuse, isn't saying okay to war, isn't saying okay to trauma. It's not okaying the shadow side of life. It is not okaying the ignorance of others, but it is simply living in the wisdom that we can live in this energized reality within ourselves anyways. And the powerful thing is that when then we start to address the external, and when then we start to address certain things that are happening in the world, we actually do it from freedom. We don't fight, we don't put the survival into the throat. We actually just express that is not okay, right? We don't survive what we say, we can freely express. And so just leaning into yourself in this moment, and just allowing everything in your body to soften, and to let the next layer that you are ready to let go of float up and out. Or if you are in a stuck place, just give yourself a big hug there. Let's not put the pressure that life needs to flow. Just be where you are, how you are, as you are, and know that if it's challenging, and know that if you feel very stuck, you're still incredibly loved, and you're still incredibly enough also in that. And then starting to experience that there is a space that you're happening in, a neutrality, an opening. And just allowing that to expand. It's almost like when you can just unfold, you can start to sense expansion, the air around you. And you can start to feel all right with who you are, how you are, as you are, knowing that this life is deeply personal. This life is unique to you. And there's always the personal and the infinite coexisting. And no matter what we are aware of in what moment, it's okay, and we are okay. We are always playing our part in the unfolding, just as we are. Allowing yourself to expand beyond your body, beyond the room, beyond the home, beyond the neighborhood, the city, the village, your country, your continent, and the globe. And from that expansion, with so much compassion, you look at this globe and you see these billions of people walking around. And you can feel the mental fields with all the opinions, all the ideas, and all the judgments. And maybe for the first time, it doesn't matter. Maybe for the first time, you can start to notice that when you are true to the human that you are, when you're true to your own heart, and when you are true to that which brings you a calm, joyful, loving feeling, you can let go of the ways in which you were plugged into this collective. And sometimes that means allowing yourself to be profoundly reactive when you've identified with being spiritual. And sometimes it means allowing yourself to be completely transcendent, even if people will call you ignorant or say that you're okaying life as it is if you are living like that, no matter what it is. Seeing that it doesn't have to look any specific way, but that you can commit to yourself and living your life in an honoring way towards yourself. Your personal self, your higher self, whichever one, right? But what is definitely falling away by appearing here and coming back here is all the ways in which you weren't living in alignment with yourself. All the ways in which you were not honoring yourself. Those things actually don't make it to the threshold because life wants you to live like you wish to live. And with a gentle smile on your face, knowing that life is actually supporting you in living like you desire to live, you take a breath. And on an exhale, you start to fall down through the layers of the earth, spotting your continent, your country, city, village, street, neighborhood, your house, your room, your body, and allowing all of that energy to fall through your crown, through the pelvis, into the earth. Anchoring yourself here on this earth, not living for anybody else, not living through the lens of anybody else. Living your unique life for you because you came here to experience it, to explore it, and to dance it in the unique way that you do it. And that is and always has been enough. And maybe that is actually the very reason why you came here to begin with. Can open your eyes, keeping the gaze soft. And slowly bringing your awareness all the way back. Thank you.